Is it possible to be a member of the Patriot, Tea Party, anti-establishment movement and not be a supporter of Donald Trump? I'll tell you what I think. Hi folks, Howard here for VP Prepping and Survival, and as I asked in the open, is it possible to be a member of the Tea Party / Patriot / anti-establishment, whatever you want to call it, movement here in the United States that has been swelling and growing over a number of years? Is it possible to be a member of that movement and not be a supporter of Donald Trump's campaign? There seem to be those within the Trump support system that are making that contention, that you cannot, if you do not support Donald Trump, you are therefore not a member of this Patriot movement. You're not a Tea Party, or you're not anti-establishment. I have been called, since I have decided to come out with my non-support of Donald Trump, and that I am an establishment guy, that I'm a troll, that I'm whatever. Now, you guys, I have a body of work now of almost 3 years that you can look back on and see that I have traveled all over my state here in New York, fighting for my constitutional rights and the constitutional rights of those around me. And this has been going on not just in my state, but all over the country, with patriots everywhere have been doing this. Now, to link that and somehow disavow any knowledge of anything that happened before Donald Trump declared his candidacy for the Republican nomination for the president of the United States, and pretend that nothing that happened before that counts. And if you don't support Donald Trump, you are not a patriot. You are not, you're an establishment guy. You're not a Tea Partier, is absolute nonsense. And it really pisses me off, quite frankly. Excuse my French. Is it possible? Is it just possible that mine and all these other people within the Tea Party movement, the Patriot movement, that don't support Donald Trump are not doing it because we're establishment guys? We're not doing it because we're not patriots. We're not doing it because we're, big government guys, or we support Hillary or Bernie. Maybe, just maybe, we don't think Donald Trump is the best candidate for the job, or in my case, even a decent candidate for the job. Now, if it comes down to it, I'll tell you right now, I know Hillary and Bernie. I know who they will nominate to the Supreme Court. I have 100% surety, so I will not vote for them. I will likely vote for Donald Trump if he is the nominee, simply because I expect he will make terrible appointments to the Supreme Court. But at least there's this much of a chance that he might make, if we call him and sway his opinion enough, might make a decent constitutional choice for a Supreme Court justice, versus the 100% chance that the other ones will not. If you are one of the people who cannot separate the Patriot movement from Donald Trump, who just came on the scene 6 months ago, then you are not a Trump supporter. You are a cultist. You are now engaged in the inability to think rationally at all, and you can only think what Donald Trump is telling you to think. He is the only guy that's an outsider. He is the only one fighting the establishment. He is blah, 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 ABC. If you believe that, and you think that nobody who doesn't support him can possibly be in the Patriot movement, you are in a cult, my friend, because you are believing only what Donald Trump tells you and ignoring what everybody else tells you. By the way, for those of you forwarding stories on Facebook all the time or anywhere else, for goodness sakes, look at the source of your stories. If it's coming from somebody's WordPress, stop forwarding it. If it's somebody's blog, no one cares. That's not a legitimate news source. For goodness sakes, stop forwarding garbage just because it agrees with your position. Do a little research, figure out what a credible source is, and then forward those things if you want. I'm sure you're going to be able to find a credible source that will at least back up your guy in some way, but you have no idea how, to the intelligent, rational thinking people of the world in this Patriot movement and outside of it, how dumb you look when you forward something from a WordPress site, or somebody's blog, whatever it is, because then you might as well just forward my YouTube stuff and say, oh, this guy, he said it. This is my opinion. It's just an opinion, okay? I don't have 100% of the facts, and I'm not 100% right all the time, and I don't claim to be, unlike Donald Trump, who apparently thinks he has never been wrong about anything in his entire life. So, thank you very much for watching the video. If you disagree with me, that's quite all right. You can disagree with me. Doesn't make me not a patriot no matter what you think. Leave me all the nasty comments you want. Doesn't bother me a bit. I am Howard for BP Prepping and Survival. As always, you can check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and of course right here on YouTube if you want to check out my channel. Remember, folks, in any survival situation, you don't just want to survive, you want to thrive. Happy shooting, everybody.